Hello, my Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, however you would like this to apply or resonate whenever that you take a look at it. Okay, this is like starting over healing type of reading if we've been through something to see where we're going after this. So kind of after the storm. All right, so we'll look at your rhetorical questions. What or who do I love above all else? Okay. And this has to do with your fire. Now, this has to do with aligning yourself. Do I feel belonging to the natural world right now? How? So it's about your placement. It's about your connections. All right. So I almost feel like, this could also, it could include other people, a lover, friend, family member. But this is one of those deep ones where where do I belong? The Hierophant has to deal with belonging with the group, a religion, a community, something possibly of higher learning, school. It's all about knowledge of different areas of life. But what I'm feeling like this has to do with is figuring out, what do I belong? Where do I belong? And sometimes it's not with a big community. It's with the minority. It's not with the majority of people. Okay? And I also got this for Aries, so you may have some Aries in your chart or dealing with one in your life somewhere. All right, so let's see what we've been through. Where have we been? Look at that. We have the Temperance. So this is trying to figure out what works for me. Okay? As you see, there's two sides of something. And also with the Hierophant, this is some of you have took the different route of spirituality, hence you are watching this reading. So this deals with, the tarot, the spirit guides and things that people don't necessarily believe in. That's already the majority. Some of you are trying to mix and merge your private life with the majority of people. And sometimes that doesn't mix. We can't make people have awakenings. We can't make them believe what we believe here. And it's just trying to find your placement. And some of you, the Hierophant represents your family. And it's like, we don't believe in the same things, but, we have the same blood. But this could even be a union. So this could be a relationship between you and somebody else here, and you're different. But you've been trying to, this is a card of, it's a card of peace and harmony, but it's trying to sometimes put two things that have two different ideals of two ways of living and learning and everything, and trying to make them good, trying to make it sound good, trying to make the best recipe you can with mixing and merging different ideals, views, and beliefs. So that's what you've been trying to do, and I'm going to tell you that can be a strain on yourself. Behind this, we do have the Seven of Wands. That's trying to fight for what you believe in, or feeling like you have to defend what you believe. Okay, because if you're into this type of stuff, like me, I don't really defend myself about it. I just keep doing it because it's what I want to do. I'm that type of person, though. I don't care what everybody else is doing. I used to let that affect me when I was, younger. Because I'm different. I'm like the black cat. I'm like the black sheep. I said the black cat. I'm like the black sheep. I'm very different in all type of angles. And you can't please anybody when you're just different all the way around. Nobody is ever going to be pleased. Somebody's going to want you to be normal, and the other person's going to want you to be different. And it's about getting yourself to where you want to be. Okay? Spiritually and physically, mentally and emotionally. And some of you may be struggling with that with a specific person in your life. Okay? But the question is, what do you love above all else? My answer is myself. So what I want to do is what's going to ride, But for everybody, it's different. You're trying to mix and merge what you love versus what somebody else's love, and trying to bring it together. And, sometimes that can be troubling. That can be hard because we're trying to connect. Some people are trying to stay connected even though you're changing. And that's your challenge, okay? So the lesson that you have learned, look at that. We have the Knight of Pentacles. That is work, that is support, that's loyal and reliable. Whether you've been that for somebody else or whether you've been that for yourself. This is a very hard worker. I feel like even what you have learned, in order for things to manifest, you have to incorporate, you know, the spiritual with the physical realm. You have to create balance to create any type of outcome, and I feel like you've believed that. So Knight of Pentacles could represent a person, an earth sign in your life that you've kind of learned a lesson about. But the Knight of Pentacles is very reliable. So you may have learned about people's reliability as well, okay? And support throughout this time, whether they've supported you or they haven't. It's something that you've seen it for what it is, and you've seen the practical side of it, okay? So a situation that you had to let go of. Oh, man. Ace of Cups. Wow. For some of you, there was no either or. You had to give up something that could have been, you know, or seemed to have been an opportunity to be something beautiful that can blossom. But the Hierophant represents conventional and unconventional. I didn't do reversals, but like I'm saying, you're having a lot of cards where there's one side and another side that could be completely different. And it's almost sacrificial. You had to sacrifice something that could have been because of who you are and what you've aligned yourself with. Wow. That gives me chills, but some of you have sacrificed. You've sacrificed something emotional. Definitely something new. It could be love. It doesn't have to be love, but it's something that could have had a very beautiful, potentially, because this is a potential, but it could have been something. But you never know. If you're finding yourself to where you cannot merge comfortably with this, it could have end up being something else, you know. But somebody gave it up pretty early. You gave it up early. Okay. So something that still needs to be repaired. We have the Chariot. That is the Strength. And this is still a duality card. Usually it has two finks, a black and a white one. Right? And you have a lot of two-sided things where it can't. They're so different. And you gotta give something up. And so now we have to pick back up our willpower to keep carrying on, because I don't feel like y'all wanted to let that go. It hurts my heart. Whatever it is, it hurts my heart. But it was for the best. You felt like it was for the best. Or maybe they felt like it's for the best. But you need to still carry on. That's what we're needing to repair. Our strength and our willpower to just keep it moving. This is just, we gotta keep going. There will be other aces for us. Okay? So, what will happen next? We have a lot of responsibilities. I'm telling you guys, and I don't really feel like this is burden type of energy. I'm not. But if we had to let go of this because of a belief, because of a direction that we want to go, because of change that we're making, maybe it comes because of some type of spiritual enlightenment, and this whole time we've been trying to balance it out, and it's either one or the other. And I feel like the road that you're taking is the minority, and that causes a lot of heavy work. Because this leaves you to either have to do something alone or have a smaller support system. So now that we had to pass up this opportunity, we have to carry the load ourselves. Okay? It's like a sacrificial thing due to what you truly, genuinely believe, and that is a fire sign. That's what they go off, you know, my values about something, and you really value something to let go of this. Okay? And so now what will happen in the near future, we have the Knight of Swords. So we will still be like fighting or standing up for what we really feel like is true. But we have to restore our strength and keep our strength and momentum going, because this is doing something where it's not what everybody else wants me to do. So it's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to have to carry my own weight, but I'm going to do it. That's definitely willpower here, and it's saying you got to keep that momentum going. Now, where you're headed, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, for some of you, it could be a new love opportunity. For some of you, it's a better offer. Look at that. It's a freaking better offer. Then you got it first, and that's because you went with what you wanted to go with. That Ace of Cups, yeah, it's potential. It's the beginning. It can possibly be something. Possibly. Knight of Cups, it is something. It is an invitation. It is a travel. It is a movement. It is a journey. And it's way more mature. It has experience. It's not a king yet, but it's still good. Ace of Cups or a Knight of Cups offer. Knight of Cups, somebody's holding it. It's more guaranteed. Yeah, there is still some more journey to go, but it's a lot more matured. I don't know who's handing me this, but I know who's handing me that, and I feel like you work for it, so you may be handing yourself whatever that is. But because you stand up for yourself, because this is what you want to do, because you went away from the majority and decided just to do your own thing, you get way better than what you let go of. Congratulations, Sagittarius. Have a blessed one.